Hello again, world. I am back, and I thought that I would continue the welcome to the internet theme by doing the TMI tag. Yay! Too much information. What will you find out about me? I don't know. I've skimmed some of the questions, but not all of them. What am I wearing? This fabulous shirt from Forever 21. So it says sing it loud, and I love that, sing it loud, because I think if you're gonna do anything, you might as well do it loud. Ever been in love? I've been in love with the idea of being in love, but that is not the same thing as being in love. So no. Ever had a terrible breakup? No, I wouldn't say I've had a terrible breakup. How tall are you? I'm really short. My resume says I'm 5 feet, so we'll go with that. And how much do I weigh? This is another, I'm not really sure. I don't weigh myself often, like I don't own a scale. I believe I'm somewhere between 105 and 110. Any tattoos? No. Any piercings? Just my ears, though you would probably never know it because I wear earrings almost never. OTP. Ooh, one true pairing. Luna and Neville. Come on. That, like, JK, what were you doing? Luna and Neville. This is how it was supposed to be. Favorite shows. I used to be so obsessed with Criminal Minds. And I haven't been up to par with TV right now. But I love Criminal Minds. Also, Dance Moms, total guilty pleasure, totally goes back to my childhood as a competition dancer, but I love Dance Moms. And probably more recently, House of Cards. I was the person on February 14th, Valentine's Day, when everyone else was out with their lovers. I was sitting here watching House of Cards. If you've not watched House of Cards, you need to go do it now. Go watch it. Favorite bands? Oh no. This question gives me like such anxiety. I don't know if I really have favorite bands or artists or genres. I like individual songs, and sometimes I really love albums, like if a whole album is great. So it's really hard for me to pick like bands or genres or artists of any sort when it comes to things like that. I don't like that question. This is kind of a cop-out, but yep, moving on. Okay, something I miss. I guess we'll say my parents. I always miss my parents. I'm from the DC area, and as I said, I go to school in LA. So I'm always very far from home for very long periods of time. And I'm also an only child. So I've always been very close to my parents, and I talk to them a lot on the phone, but I still miss them a lot too. Favorite song? No, I just had this, it's like all over again. All right, I'm not gonna say my favorite song of all time because I don't know if I have a favorite song of all time. Okay, the song that just popped in my head was Counting Stars. I had an obsession with Radioactive recently. Just Give Me a Reason and Say Something. And I know these songs are all kind of in the same genre, but it's not always like that. I found a song called Limit to Your Love, which is apparently like an old song. I'm behind, but I listen. What I do is like I find a song and then I'll just listen to it like 50 times. Like actually 50 times, just in a row. I'll just listen until I'm tired of it, which usually I have to go do something else in my life before I get tired of it, and then it just kind of fades away. But Limit to Your Love, I think that was the actual most recent song that happened with. How old am I? I am 22. Ooh. Zodiac sign. I'm an Aries. Yes, I love my zodiac sign, Aries. Quality you look for in a partner. Intelligence. I love smart people. I would say a sense of humor, but I think if you're not smart and your sense of humor, like you can't have a good sense of humor if you're not smart. And like that's not enough for me. I love like if I can have a really intelligent conversation with you about something meaningful, it's a total turn on. That's it. That's what it is right there. Favorite quote. And I am actually gonna go to my Facebook because I have a quote. So I have to read this book in AP Literature in 12th grade. Mrs. Sturts, you're awesome. I still periodically think about you and bring you into conversations. I'll be like, oh, my English teacher in 12th grade. But she had us read this book called The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien, and it just struck me. It's not really about the Vietnam War. Parts of it are set in the Vietnam War. It's fiction, but it's written in a way that makes it seem so real, and the author, Tim O'Brien, did actually serve in Vietnam. So like it's that weird like borderline of what's real and what's not real, and how much can you take with you. And I loved it. I loved it. And there was a one chapter in particular that had this quote in it that literally just stuck out to me. So I'm gonna read it, and I wanted to make sure I get it right. Stories are for joining the past to the future. Stories are for those late hours in the night when you can't remember how you got from where you were to where you are. Stories are for eternity, when memory is erased, when there is nothing to remember except the story. I love that idea of how important storytelling is in our lives. Favorite actor or actress? Okay, I know who I'm gonna say. Mindy Kaling. I love her and what she stands for, and that she writes her own things and she worked her way up. She was like an intern for Conan and like watched him and built her craft and wrote episodes of The Office, and I think she directed a couple too, and then she was like, I'm gonna write my own show and I'm gonna star in it and I'm gonna produce it and be awesome like she is. I love Mindy Kaling. I love her. When people ask, oh, who is your idol or things like that, I like usually never have an answer. I never have anyone I feel comfortable saying something like that about, and she's the first person that's come anywhere close to that. Favorite color? These are all so hard for me. Favorite color? It's like desperate and sad. Orange. Loud music or soft? I don't know what this question means. I don't understand. Both? When you're like listening and it's soft and then it builds and builds and builds and builds into something amazing. I love that. So yes, 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 and everything in between. Where do you go when you're sad? Netflix. Netflix is a really great coping mechanism. How long does it take me to shower? If I'm washing my hair, probably like 25 to 30 minutes. If I need to just pop in, 10, 15. If I need to shave, all bets are off. Yeah, long time. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? I am a roll out of bed, brush my teeth, brush my hair, wash my face, put on some clothes, and out the door in like 5 to 10 minutes type of person. Ever been in a physical fight? No, unless you count like one time in 1st grade, a girl slapped my hand and I was like, ah! Then I like slapped her hand too. Oh, so physical. Turn on. Didn't I already answer this question? Oh, I guess like they mean like super sexual. Honestly, like a guy could probably talk me. I like conversation and I like substance. I would love for you to appreciate me as a person for 2 seconds. Then if you can get past that, maybe we can move somewhere. Turn off. When a guy is literally all he's trying to do is get into the pants, like all. When that's it. That's like point A and point B. Fears. I used to be really afraid of tornadoes. There was a thunderstorm once that was really, really, really bad, and I was in my room crying in a ball, afraid of tornadoes. Because I was convinced there was going to be a tornado and I was going to die. Last thing that made me cry. What first came to mind was, do you want to build a snowman? I've not seen Frozen. I'm terrible. I need to go see Frozen. But I have watched the video of Do You Want to Build a Snowman with like the animation, and I cried. And then I watched it again, and then I cried. And almost every time I hear the song, I like tear up a little bit. It's really bad. The reason I joined YouTube, as I said in my last video, I was thinking about it for a long time. I had watched all the YouTubers when I was, well now even when I was young, and just since like middle school. I thought, man, I should do that, I should do that, I should do that. Then I like never did it, and I was like, oh, I should do it. And then I was like, no, I need a camera and blah, 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 blah. And at one point I was just like, I'm gonna do it, and this is gonna be the year, and so many things are changing this year. Not a moment too late. Last time you said you love someone, last time I said it and like truly meant it, probably be my parents. Yeah, I'm single, everyone, so there's that. And the meaning behind my YouTube name. Well, I'm Helena, that is my name, and this is my channel. So here is where Helena will be posting videos. Relationship between me and the last person I texted. I have it. I have the cellular device. Who is the last person I texted? It was my other roommate, Catherine. We were looking, me and my other two roommates were looking at the blood moon, and I texted her to see if she was looking at it too. So yeah, we're roommates. Favorite food? Okay, this is hard too. Favorites are hard for me. Favorites are really hard for me. I'm really obsessed with salmon these days. I like spinach. Strawberries. I love cake. Macaroni and cheese was like my long-standing favorite food for a long time. Oh, crab cakes. I love crab cakes, but they have to be like Maryland blue crab cakes or they're not real. Place I want to visit. I would love to go to Spain. I would love to go to Portugal and Greece and Rome. And I also really want to go to Tokyo. I want to go to Tokyo so bad. Last place I went on a spring break cruise, and one of the stops we went to Catalina Island and Ensenada, Mexico, and that was my first time in Mexico and my first time on a cruise too. Do I have a crush? Not really. Last time I kissed someone, well, if they mean just kissed in general, probably my parents. But before then, you know, go out, meet people, and sometimes a kiss. Last time I was insulted, I'm in a class this semester, and I sometimes share my opinions, and I guess they're not always shared by everyone. And there are lots of other very outspoken people in the class. And I don't know if it's like directly insulting, because I guess it's just a difference of opinion, but sometimes it can feel insulting or like you're being attacked and it hurts. So I guess that's kind of the same thing in a way. Not really. But yeah, I guess that's the closest thing I can think of. Favorite flavor of sweet? I tend to go for like berry things, like if it's like a candy bar, or not candy bar, but like ice cream or like a hard candy or something. I'll get like strawberry or raspberry or like whatever the red one is. Cherry, like red is usually ace, or orange, or green is usually like a green apple, which is pretty good too. Not a huge fan of the grape flavored things. Yeah. If there's a birthday cake flavored something, oh yes. Or caramel. I love caramel things. Instruments I play. Don't really play any instruments. I did for 3 years play clarinet in middle school. I had short times where I would try to learn how to play piano, even taking lessons, but they never lasted long enough for me to get any good at it. Favorite piece of jewelry? That's hard. I don't own a lot of jewelry because, like I said, I don't wear jewelry very often. Though I have some things that like friends have given me that I really love. Like I have a jade bracelet that's very pretty, and I have a necklace that's a little dancer that I love a lot and will wear sometimes. And I have some earrings from another friend. They're like purple and black that I wear. Last sport I played. If you count dance as a sport, which I sometimes do, then I would say dance. If you mean like sport, like I have not played sports since PE sophomore year of high school. Last song I sang, I was singing Someone Like You by Adele. Favorite chat up line? Ooh, this is great. Okay. I am cosine squared theta. You are sine squared theta. Together we are one. Yeah. I don't know if anyone would ever actually like drop that pickup line ever. Have I ever used it? Nope. Last time I hung out with anyone. I guess it would be on Saturday. There was the Festival of Books and we did like a pseudo birthday party for me. It was obviously before my birthday, but one of our friends was here for the Festival of Books, and we invited another one of our friends, and we kind of impromptu went to a Mexican restaurant and ate and other things, and came back and hung out till like 4 in the morning, and it was great, and yeah, I had a lot of fun. Who should answer these questions next? Everyone who watches this video, you can all say you were tagged by me. Subscribe, comment. If you do answer the questions, make sure you send me the video, like tweet it or something, so that I can see. So yeah, thank you for watching my TMI tag. So yes, I'm Helena, and here is what I will be on Monday.